Adulthood. There's your designer. There's your artist. It is 1 to 4 players, 45 minutes, 13 and up. This comes to us from Brotherwise Games. What does it take to be a successful adult? To win, you have to find the best way to spend your time, money, and energy. So, let's get inside. Alright, so here we are back with Adulthood. So first up we have the rule book. Here's all of your components. Setting up the game. An example 3-player setup. Your overview, parts of your board. Player turns. Reset your board of the market. The center board. This is where you keep track of your impact and your happiness. Your card types. Card effects and actions. End of game and scoring. Adulthood solo mode. The gameplay of that. And then here is your end of solo game and your icon guide. So this here are wood time meeples things. So these are thick wood with that design right there. There we go. There are a bunch of them because each person gets 8. You then have your wedding tokens, 1 for each player. These are to signify that you've grown up. And then these are promotions, again, 1 for each player. Here are your little player markers to keep track on that central board in the player colors. There's like an orangish, a greenish, a red, and a blue. You have your player boards here. So there's that side. There's one of these that has a solo side. Not that one. There it is, and that's the solo side. See right there, solo play. And then there's this one. Here is that central board of yours. So this also is double-sided. So this is the multiplayer side. Flip it over and solo play. You'll see it's only got 3 spots, has this other stuff on there. This is a little tent card that you put in the middle so everyone can see the turn order. There's that. And here's punch board dollars. And then this is a mixture of unhappiness, energy, and let's see if I can get the other side showing here of the unhappiness. Come on, there we go. And then it's actually a down thumb for negative impact. So negative impact and unhappy. And then we have a bunch of cards. So let me get the cards laid out for you, and then we can get into that how to play. Alright, so let's start off with these Adulthood cards. We're going to go way up top here. So this is just a big old deck where you'll typically be getting your cards from. You will be drafting one of these cards from the central display every turn. These do a variety of things. They mess with the way that you can get your happiness and your impact. There's different life experiences that have you get certain things. Then on this one you'll notice right over here, the darker blackish topped ones, those are going to be life events that trigger when you pass certain spots on the board. A lot of them are bad, some of them are good, some of them may not affect you. So we're getting the bottom of this. And then this last row that we're going to be going up here, these are values. These are going to be end of game goals. And you'll see a little heart here with a little shape. If you fill that in with your partner, you get bonus points. And I'll be showing you your partners and your careers here in a second. So there's the rest of the values. So if we go over your partners, so you have your celebrity, your homemaker, your model, barista, grad student, teacher, scientist, graphic designer, chef, and DJ. And then for your career, you can be a novelist, you can be a doctor, a life coach, an engineer, a content creator, a plumber, telemarketer, professor, anyone, Bueller, game designer, actor, investor, therapist, or corporate. Alright, so let me get this set up and show you briefly how it plays. Alright, we are set up here for Adulthood. You are going to be shuffling the Adulthood deck, partners, career, values, and life events, putting them up above the board. You have the board here. Each player gets 2 markers in their player color, and you set them at the beginning of the impact track, happiness track. Each person is going to get 8 time tokens, and you're going to leave 1 by the board. You're going to do a supply of the money, the energy, and then the unhappiness, negative impact tokens. You're going to put 5 of the Adulthood cards along the bottom. Each person gets a player board, an energy, a money. Give each person a set of tokens that they may be able to earn throughout the game. They get 2 face down values that they do not look at, 1 other value, and 2 career cards that they are able to look at. They're going to look at their 2 career cards and choose 1. In this instance, I think we'll choose an actor. Discarding the other one, we just put them at the bottom of the deck. Then the oldest person goes first. A turn goes thusly. You'll see this turn order little tent thing that you can put in the middle of the table that is dual-sided as I showed. So the first thing you are going to do is you're going to assign all your time, money, energy tokens to actions. So you're going to look at your board and choose where you want to put your time tokens to trigger stuff, and then possibly some of your energy and your money as well. So you'll see the board has 4 spots on it: a career, community, leisure, and wellness. The career is where you make money. So in this instance, if I put 4 of my time here, I'm going to earn $1. This is a positive impact on the community. So that's 2 time, leisure, 2 for happiness, wellness, 2 gets you more energy. Below it, you will see secondary actions. You can do these in addition to those by assigning time here. And I'll go over those thusly. So if you put a time here, you're going to draw a new career card or gain a promotion. I will go over promotions in a little bit once I explain the career cards. Donate, you can just put 3 money up here to have a positive impact. You can put a time and a money on here to draw a partner or get married, which again I'll go over once we get a partner. Or you can put an energy here to reveal one of the values cards by taking and putting in your hand, or discarding one of the value cards you have in your hand and then drawing a new one face down without looking at it. So as I said, first thing we're going to do is put out our time. So let me do an example of that right now. Alright, so here's an example of my board setup. The one other thing I will mention is when something requires a cost such as this, you need to have the cost at that moment. You can't make the dollar here and then use it for that date. You need to have everything when you assign the stuff. So if you look here, I spend 4, so I get a money. So you take it and you plop it on there. Community, I went up on my impact, so I just move myself up 1 on that track. You can do these in any order. So we'll say I do my date next. That is draw a new partner. So I'll draw a partner, and this will go into my hand. And then an interview is draw a new career card, like so. And that is a novelist. After you have triggered all of your actions, then in any order, you are going to acquire a single card from the market, and then play as many cards from your hand as you want or can. So looking up here, if you draft this card, you gain an energy. This card, nothing happens. You have to pay money or energy to take this card, pay an energy, and pay money and an energy. So with the Adulthood cards, you'll notice how these share the same colors as these. If I grab the Country Club and I'm able to put it out, it covers up my wellness, and now this is my new wellness action. So same thing with the leisure and community. Resource, when I play that, that's going to stay next to my board, and it's going to be something that is going to possibly continuously happen or give me something. In this instance, it'd be gaining an energy Each round you spend at least one time on a card with this tag on it. Experiences are ones that you'll play. It has an instant effect, and then it goes into your life experience stack where other cards will go to, which I will get into later. So, looking out here, I'm going to say, let's go ahead and grab the Country Club, which gains me an energy. I am now going to play a card. So, certain cards have certain information. Let's start with a partner card. So, all cards will have this green bar on it. If it has a cost on it, this does not have a cost, because that's a value. And there's the green. So, in order to play it, I need to spend the cost, in this instance, 1 money. For your partners, in order to marry them, you need to also have this tag somewhere in your life experiences, whether it be on your board or in that experience row we've already mentioned. The heart up here, and this is a good example with fulfillment, the symbol here matches the symbol there, which means this is going to give me 4 impact at the end of the game. If I have this as my partner and I've married them, and I still have this value card. This also opens up a new spot where I can put a token. So if this was out, I could put a time token here to get a happiness, or 2 to get 2 money and a happiness. Career card, again, you have its cost right here. And then it becomes a different way of earning money because it goes on top of your career. It has tags on it, and then to get promoted on this, you need to have that many tags, including itself, in your life experiences. This is another one. As you see, this one just wants you to have 1 star. Some of them will show a cost, and then the arrow means in order to play this, you'll need to have grown up. So those are the different types of cards. So let's say let's start my career as an actor. So we're going to spend our money, and then our actor just gets slotted onto our board, like so. And in future rounds, now when I can assign a time and energy there to get money, as opposed to 4 time. So that would be the end of my turn. I would then reset my board, taking all my time off of it. Any resources spent go to the supply. The board shifts down, and then you would refill another Adulthood card. The tracks up here have a couple of things. On either track, when you get to 6, that is when you grow up and would get your grow up token. These numbers here, 7, 13, and 19, that have the little icon, kind of like the little destructive ones. When you land and or pass there, you are going to grab a life event, and you're going to trigger that on 5 when you draw and play life events for any life event spot passed. What we like to do is once you pass one, we usually just grab it and put it to the side face down so we remember to do it. And for however many we do, because there is a chance you could possibly pass multiple in one round, so it's just easier to remember that way. Finishing going over the whole promotion and marriage is now that I have a job, and let's say I got to 6, so I am now a grown-up, I can get promoted. To be promoted, I would put the time there, and instead of drawing a new career card, I would just gain my little suitcase. Alright, so say we are at this point in the play, and you know what, I no longer am liking being an actor, so instead I want to be a novelist. I can spend the energy, and I replace being an actor with the novelist. The actor does not get discarded though. It comes over here into my life experience track, and that tag will still count at the end of the game for end game scoring purposes, and for my novelist who wants one of those symbols in order to get promoted, so it is now there. That goes the same with if you replace a partner, or if you replace any of these along here. So if I put video gaming in place of board gaming, my board gaming would come over here, and my video game would just take its place. You are going to play until someone's markers meet or pass each other on these tracks. You're then going to finish out the current round so everyone has equal number of turns, and then you're going to move into end game scoring. If you have acquired any unhappiness or negative impact tokens throughout the game, you are going to move your tokens back. So if I had a negative impact, I would be moving backwards 1 on that track. You're going to gain 1 happiness for each life icon you have more than 2 of. So if you look right here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 artist ones. So everyone more than 2. So I would score 2 points for that. If your married partner heart matches one of the ones you have, like so, you get 4 impact, like so, and then you're going to be gaining any happiness from your value cards. These all have different goals. So what this one is, at the end of the game, gain a happiness for each grown-up, married, and promoted token you have. So I have all 3, so that would be 1, 2, 3. At the end of the game, gain a happiness for each star icon. I have 1, so we go there. And then riches, at the end of the game, gain 1 for each 3 money you have left. I have none, so I would get nothing for that. Then you add the 2 scores together, and of course, high score wins. So that is how you play the game version of Adulthood. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you'll go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell down below. And until next time, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.